In 1895, Oscar Wilde, celebrated wit, darling of London society, the most brilliant conversationalist of his age, was sentenced to 2 years of hard labor. What emerged from that silence was not bitterness, but one of the most profound meditations on art and suffering ever committed to paper. These are 4 connected reflections written in his spirit. I once believed that beauty was a thing one stumbled upon in gardens and gilded rooms, a guest who arrived without invitation and departed before one had truly learned her name. But sorrow taught me that beauty is not found. She is forged slowly in the furnace of what we cannot escape. Wilde had spent his life insisting that art and beauty existed above the moral fray. That style was its own form of truth. But inside Reading jail, that philosophy was tested against something it had never encountered: genuine, inescapable pain. The world mistakes endurance for weakness, as though a man who weeps has somehow surrendered to life rather than consented to feel it fully. Yet I have come to understand that the soul which refuses to suffer has also quietly refused to live. And that refusal is the only poverty that cannot be redeemed. Here the argument deepens. Wilde begins to see that his old contempt for suffering, the dandy's elegant dismissal of anything unglamorous, was itself a kind of cowardice dressed in beautiful clothes. It is a strange and terrible grace, this gift of ruin. For when everything ornamental has been stripped away, the wit, the applause, the brilliant surface of a life performed for others, what remains is not emptiness, but essence. The raw, undecorated self that the artist always suspected was there, waiting beneath the theatre of his own making. This is the turning point, the moment in De Profundis, where Wilde stops mourning what he has lost and begins to examine what has been revealed. The theatre has burned down, and in the ashes he finds the actor was always something more. To have suffered greatly, and to have made something true from that suffering. This is not triumph in the way the world understands triumph. It is quieter than that, and more permanent. It is the moment when the wound ceases to be merely a wound, and becomes instead the very ink with which one's deepest work is written.